Hello, Virgo. This is your January 2021. So, Virgo, lots going on, right? Virgo. So, Virgo, as I'm finishing shuffling these cards for you, I want to make sure we have a good shuffle here. I don't want anything mixed in or intertwined in something that doesn't belong to you. So, I am going to say, Virgos, that for the month of January, and we are heading toward the middle of January already. So what I am going to say is things that started out this way in January are not going to be the same as the way they end in January. Okay, so things that are going on currently for you, Virgo, for you currently in January are not going to end out that way. All right, so first card that comes up for you guys for January is talking about the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups, this card is talking about, let me see if I put the light on, if it makes it brighter for you. I don't know if it does. This card here with the Queen of Cups, this is talking about you looking something over very carefully in the month of January. Virgos, you already are looking at situation or looking at something in your life right now that you know needs changing. Something that you know has got to be able to be different, or it's got to be able to have a better result, or it's got to be able to make you feel a lot better than you do. Some of you, I don't know if, okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that some of you, it feels like you're tormenting yourself. You are sabotaging this whole situation almost on purpose because you're afraid of getting hurt. So you figure if you sabotage it first, they can't hurt you. If you break up with them, or if you walk away from them, or if you try to play these games with them, or I'm not going to call them, or I'm not going to respond to them, or I'm going to make them wonder where I'm at, and you're going to make yourself go crazy. You're going to make yourself worry more. Because you're trying to show them you're tough. You're trying to show them that you don't care. You're trying to show them that you want to make them worry the way they've made you worry. But in the end, it's going to make you upset more. You're trying to play reverse psychology in a situation, but it's only going to backfire on you. Right now, when you're looking at this particular card, as we see the Queen of Cups is definitely talking about looking so closely at something. You're trying to find a clue, an answer. But for you, it feels like a needle in a haystack. For you, it feels like there has been a lot of indecisiveness for you. There's been things that just aren't showing up the way they should. There have been lessons in this situation or relationship. And yet, for some of these lessons, you haven't figured them out yet. For some of these lessons, it's not just about them, it's about you. For some of you, you're so busy. And listen, I'm not picking on you. I am not picking on you, Virgo. But you're so busy pointing the finger about what they're doing wrong that you're not even noticing that you got 4 other fingers pointing back at you, including your thumb, saying, hey, look at you. Look at how you're handling the situation. You are the one who is allowing them to keep doing something over and over and over to you. If they're cheating, you're allowing them to come back again and do the same thing. If they're lying, you question them on it, you challenge them with it, and they still deny it, and then you let it go. So you're letting them continue to lie to you about different things. So you can't blame them for lying when you're giving them the go pass. You're telling them, okay, you can come through again and you can tell me another lie. That's exactly what it feels like. You're trying to let them feel like, okay, I might have been wrong. I'm going to let you get away with this until I find something else. Or I'm going to look for real proof. I've said it over and over again. And I'm going to say it one more time. Your partner doesn't need you to prove to them that they're cheating because they already know what they're doing. They already know who they're talking to. They already know whose phone number's in their phone. They already know that that number's under a different name. A lot of you are being fooled by something. A lot of you, your partner, won't even let you near their cell phone. They either keep it locked up in their vehicle, hidden somewhere, turned off when they're with you, or they just don't answer calls, or they'll say, oh, that's so-and-so, I'll call them back, when in fact they know who it is. When you get that funny feeling, when you get that intuition in your gut, you know what's going on, Virgo. Virgo, it doesn't have to be that complicated. You know, it is true that gravity comes natural, right? You drop a pen, you let go of a pen and release it in the air, it's going to the ground, right? It's the same thing when you're working on manifesting something. When you're manifesting something, it's putting your focus on it, and it's you going toward what you're believing to see, what you're believing that you want, what you're believing that your desire is. You got to go toward it to get it. You can't just sit in your chair and wait for it to come. It doesn't work like that. You need to move your energy toward it. You need to believe you already have it. You need to feel like you're walking toward that goal, that dream, that desire, that love, that interest that you want. Virgo, for the month of January, you are going to struggle a little bit. But you're actually sitting very still, trying to decide what to do next, trying to decide, is this meant for you? You may be hoping to come up with a solution to try to resolve a certain issue or problem that's been bothering you for quite some time. Virgo, in the month of January, you have taken yourself around and around, or you're going to go around and around again in the same circle. And you keep coming out to the same spot. For some of you, it's driving past their house. For some of you, it's them driving past your house. For some of you, it's the unknown that's driving you crazy. It's them not telling you how they truly feel. It's not being sure where you stand in their life, what place, what title you hold. Virgos, for some of you, in the month of January, we do in fact have the Lover's card. With this Lover's card, this is definitely talking about two people here. Two people who are looking in the same direction. Two people who started out with the same goals. Two people who want to improve their finances and maybe also trying to change their residence. This also could be two people who are living under the same roof. And at one point, the goal was the same. They were trying to work on the same thing, but now two people have two different ideas of what they want to do next. Somebody in this equation is feeling like something is not working. Somebody in this union with a Virgo, either Virgo or your partner, is unsure anymore if it's worth the fight. Some of you may be backing up. Some of you may be not ready to hold hands and walk this journey. Some of you may not be ready or wasn't made very clear on what this entailed. Some of you may had some surprise results come out of this relationship. There could have been pregnancies. There could have been third-party situations that developed. For some of you, you could have went into this and already knew it was going to be a third-party situation. And yet you still stood there. And yet you still were willing to take the chance. And yet you believe that they're going to come to you and then be faithful to you, when in fact they cheated on their person to be with you. So what makes you think they're not going to cheat on you to be with somebody else? Be very careful what you're doing, Virgo. A lot of you are taking unnecessary risk. You know the Fool card. A lot of you in the month of January are taking unnecessary risk, or you're risking your heart to be broken. You're risking pain. You're risking somebody to make a fool of you, or you to make a fool of somebody else. Most of all, you may be making a fool of yourself, because you may be living on your delusions. You may be living on what you desire. You may be living on what you believe it can be, or what you're trying to tell yourself that it is when it isn't. Some of you, this person wants to come toward you and speak with you. This person, as you can see with the World card, either something's coming to a completion, and this person wants to come to you and change things the way that they are. Or this person, you may have already let them go, and part of you does want to hear from them. Part of you wants communication, but part of you knows that you can't go back. You may still love this person with all your heart, but you know that together it doesn't work. But some of you are just having a hard time letting go of somebody. Some of you are really struggling and fighting yourself because you are afraid to be by yourself. You are afraid that if this doesn't work out, what will? A lot of you too fear isolation. A lot of you fear that This person may choose somebody else. A lot of you also, this person may be responsible to help you out financially. This person may be somebody you created a codependency type of relationship with. This codependency isn't healthy for either one of you. A lot of you suffer and struggle with anxiety as well, which can be very dangerous for you at times. Some of you have health issues going on and don't feel that this is the time that you can go off by yourself, feeling like you need them to be there to help you to get through a certain situation, and I get it. There's also going to be an opportunity for you to be able to turn over a new leaf, so to speak, to try something different and to try something new, but you have to be willing to do that. For some of you, new beginnings are about to approach you. This is definitely during the month of January, sometime between now and the end of January. An opportunity will knock on the door, and it'll be up to you to either open it or keep it closed. For some of you, you have a choice or decision to make between two people. Either the person that you feel like you're guarded by, or the people that's standing in front of you. It may be somebody, again, who's living with you. It could be just somebody that you're in a relationship with. But this person tends to feel that they're above the rest. Again, you could still be involved in that third-party situation. Some of you may have had to postpone a wedding, postpone something. Some of you definitely were dealing with somebody who's very bullheaded and strong, somebody who wants to be the one that makes the decisions, somebody who tells you what they're going to do. They don't include you in all their plans. Some of you, this person makes the plans and you have to go along with it. For some of you, you're looking back on a situation that you had with this person that had arguments. You're looking back, even though you feel you may have won the battle, you definitely feel that you've lost the war. For some of you, you've gotten away with something, or somebody's gotten away with something. And they're looking back as if to say, I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe where I'm at now. I never saw this coming. I didn't know I'd be in this position right now where I'm at. Some of you are panicking over a lot of different things. Some of you feel with the Seven of Swords that the person that was involved with you or your partner, maybe you had the third party or maybe they did, but some of you feel that you'll just take what's yours and go, or maybe your partner took his things and went, or her things and went. For some of you, this person created such an illusion that everything was great, things were going well. You had no clue there was somebody else or something else going on. For some of you, this was definitely somebody who was able to pull the wool over your eyes, somebody who definitely blew smoke or created a smoke screen so you couldn't see what was really going on. For some of you, there's a question about somebody's paycheck or money they're spending or what they're doing with it. For some of you, you're wondering if somebody is paying somebody else's bills or giving somebody else money, sharing something with someone else. Or is this your partner who's sharing with you and paying your bills? For some of you, like I said, you have an opportunity, a new opportunity coming. Love is in the air. Love is coming towards you. There's an offer, an opportunity coming to you. For some of you, this could be you crying over a situation, very upset, overwhelmed. You definitely got hurt here. Somebody truly broke your heart in a situation and created so many tears. For some of you, this card can mean there's a lot of happiness and joy on the way, an overwhelming amount of blessings on the way. But for some of you, you're refusing. You're refusing the offer that's coming back to you. Or somebody's refusing the offer that you're making to them. Whatever way this is for you. Again, I'm reading for so many people. So there's so many different scenarios going on here. But there is a choice or decision that's going to have to be made. You're going to have to decide what you're going to do next. Last card is about you being the Queen of Pentacles. Looking very closely at something. Examining something. Remembering what happened the last time when they hurt you. Remembering the situation that occurred between the two of you. Remembering the deceit, manipulation, the narcissism. Why would you walk back into something? Here's what's on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's coming in fast. There's going to be fast communication. Somebody's coming in quick. They want to make an offer to you. This offer is going to take you to either here or it's going to take you to joy. Something's going to end and something's going to begin. There's no way to get out of it. Virgo, for the month of January, it's up to you what you choose. An ending, to deal with that, to focus on that, to try to keep recreating the same thing over and over again, which is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome, but you'll never get the different outcome because you're doing the same thing over and over. Or let something end so this new beginning can come. Your choice. All right, guys, hang in there.